The Notre Dame Fighting Irish, the biggest question to me is still the offensive tackles. That's to be expected, but we'll continue to evaluate those guys as we move forward. The quarterbacks, now Riley Leonard, he did not play for the blue and gold game on Saturday as he continues to recover from the ankle surgery. But we got to get a good long look at some of the backups. And I think when you listen to the people that have been covering Notre Dame, they said there are 4 competent quarterbacks on this roster. I feel even stronger about them declaring that a few weeks ago now, after having watched them in the spring game. A lot of buzz has been around CJ Carr, and you hear, hey, man, I've never seen a freshman throw it quite like that. Now, we didn't get to see all the practices, but I understand kind of what they were talking about. This group collectively at quarterback looks to be really, really solid. At wide receiver, I'm starting to feel a little bit better about that position. Deion Colsey, by all accounts, has had a really good spring. He had a few catches on Saturday against Christian Gray, which is encouraging. Micah Gilbert feels like he has a chance to break out this year. We know Jaden Greathouse is still there, went nuts early in the season, so he might be in a really good spot. Jaden Greathouse, by the way, went nuts last year in the spring game as well. So it looks like Gilbert had a role to maybe carve out here. Had 5 catches and 79 yards on 9 targets and a couple touchdowns. So Gilbert, and maybe not Cam Williams like we had thought. Now, Cam Williams did have the hamstring injury, so we'll evaluate his progress as they continue forward. But I'm starting to think that wide receiver group at Notre Dame is going to be ahead of schedule compared to what I thought. And part of that has to do with the emergence of Eli Raridan. Now, I didn't think that Eli Raridan at tight end was going to be playing as much as he did in the blue gold gate. Now, the last couple of years, he's had some injuries, had ACL injuries in each of the last 2 years. But now, here he is. He's big, he's athletic, and he's going to be productive. 5 catches on 7 targets in the first half for 34 yards, including what was, I thought, a terrific catch on that 21-yard touchdown. So Raridan, he appears poised to step up and take some of the pressure off that receiving core, and they might have a couple of tight ends that are going to be in a great spot to step up and be very effective within this offense. The offensive line, couple of errant snaps. Sam Pendleton, he's probably going to be a guard, but he wasn't there at center. Couple of bad ones. Had heard that bad snaps had been a little bit of a plague, if you will, the last couple of weeks for Notre Dame. Still evaluating the center spot. The Pendleton will probably slide back out to guard at some point here in the near future. And then on the defensive side, I wanted to watch Jalen Snead. And I think he has a chance to become a major impact player. And look, I know he's got a high ceiling. They've always said that. But he looks like he's poised to step right in and fill a void of some real veterans in Bertrand and Leofau. They're going to be fine at linebacker. I know they're going to be great along the defensive line too. And in pass rush situations, I think Boubacar Traore has a chance to be that obvious passing situation force off the edge. So I was a little worried about, hey, Javonte Jean-Baptiste is gone. Who's going to step up? Traore might be in there. Botello might be in there. I think they have some, Burnham might be in there. They're pretty good on the edges. So I think they're elite in the secondary. I think they're going to be really good at linebacker, and the defensive line with Howard Cross, Riley Mills, Traore, and others. I think they're going to be in a pretty good spot as well. So I come out of the spring feeling excellent about Notre Dame. That's about where I went into the spring with them as well.